hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Sunday, the 15th of October. It's like 52 degrees outside, light drizzle, just generally not a pretty day out there at all. But anyway, ultimately, those Injora 59mm shocks are a fail on this thing. To me, anyway. It just, yeah. You need to get some, aftermarket shock towers or something so that you can get the vehicle down to its normal height. That being that jacked in the air like that, it's just not going to work. So what I was discussing last night was shimming down the stock shock, or the Injoras. So these are 59mm. It is now 52 because the shims that I have all kinds of these little shims that you can put underneath the piston, and it limits how far the shock can extend. The OD of the shims wouldn't fit into the bore of the shock. So looking at my RC car stuff out there, I found some kind of little small surgical hose that would do the same. So I cut it exactly 8mm because these are 51mm, these are 59. So I hacked off exactly 8mm. But when you expand it over the shaft, it shortened it by about 1 millimeter. So you can see that now the Injoras are about 1 millimeter taller. I don't have them exact, but if you measure them out, they're about 1 millimeter, still too tall. But there's another problem. Man, this thing just has the hardest time focusing. Let me turn the light off. Maybe that's freaking it out. Hope you guys don't mind the dim light. I'll turn sideways so I can catch that light. That still doesn't focus worth a hoot. So if you look at the throw of the stock shock, you line these things up, and wow, why does that not focus like at all? Look at the throw between the two shocks. I have almost 3mm more throw on the Injora, on the stock shock, than I do the Injora. And I noticed that yesterday when you bottom them out, that it wasn't dropping as far. Even though I'm about 1 millimeter shy of being 51mm, that would even lower it yet another millimeter. So, yeah. I heard reports people checking their shocks and finding out there was little to no oil inside there. Well, this one was perfectly filled. I haven't checked the other three. But yeah, this one's dead on. It's right where it's supposed to be. I don't know if people are having problems with them leaking. It's pretty obvious when they leak. When you see a bunch of dust collecting around your shock shaft and your retainer cap and all that stuff, you probably got a leak going on. So anyway, I dumped what was in there. They recommend 20 weight. I put 20 weight back in it. And she's perfect. Nice, really nice bladder setup. I did order a set of towers, so we'll come back, put these back to, a stock configuration and make the truck ride lower. I'll experiment with them. They were super cheap, so if I don't ever use them, it won't be the end of the world. But that's what I'm going to experiment with a little bit here, and we'll test her out right quick. To give you an example of the difference in length with those shocks. That's the stock shock. That's the Injora. Cool stuff. There's just no end to these things. No, I mean literally no end. The more you dig, the more you find. It's crazy. Fascinating as heck, too. So there she is, with the stock shocks back on it. And it's funny, Tim, all these years working with Harley, the one thing everybody learned, he learned from his mentors and he learned from himself. With Harleys, it's just stuff at work. Leave them stock. They'll live forever. He goes, they last 200,000-300,000 miles without a hitch, just normal maintenance. You put the big bore kit and some ratty exhaust and some dirt breathing air cleaner on them. They're lucky if they make it 50 grand before they need, you know, some serious work. And they do it all the time. They never stop. Same with the bikes we have, Spyders. Probably about the only thing that gets pretty much left stock is BMWs. But that's a whole different breed of motorcycle people there. Yeah, completely stock. But speaking of stock shocks are back on this thing. All 4 shocks had plenty of oil in them. There was no need to freak out. It seemed like 2 different people say that they looked at their shocks and they had hardly any oil in them. I didn't get that at all. I pretty much bet you I can flip this thing trying to get off of this. That's probably, nope, she's gonna come off. Well, is she? She ain't off yet. Yeah, look at it, just has a better ride even. Now, it's not gonna change the fact that it won't go up that hill. You know, it's just pure physics with that. You little crawler, you. Little fun machine. These little gals. Something else. So, you know, I talked about Doug Morgan quite a bit, and he got his Bronco. If I go over that, it'll fall. No, it still goes. But I was looking at his Bronco. He sent me some pictures. I told you he put his Bronco underneath that SCX 10 or 6 Jeep, and it just literally disappears. We were chatting back and forth, and he said it says his color is Area 51. Well, that thing almost looks green to me in the pictures, but it looks really cool. I just literally have not seen one of those. I'm just going by the picture I've seen on the website, and I didn't want a red, didn't want a blue, definitely don't want a black. I've got one black, and that thing's a heartache trying to keep it clean. And so anyway, the red, I've seen the red. It looks a little different to me. On the I'm talking about the TRX4 Bronco, not the 1/10 scale one. That one looks pretty cool. But anyway, done that, been there, done that. So I wanted white, and it wasn't available, so I was able to order that Area 51 with a white body and a pro scale lighting kit. You got to have those things on there. I mean, why wouldn't you have that on there? You got brakes, you got reverse, you get headlights. What it comes with stock is the bumper lights only. And you can make this thing flashers flash, and there's different things you can do with it. You can play around with it. And you can put it in a presentation mode, and I think it cycles through things. I've never put it in presentation mode, so I don't even know. But yeah. Well, one thing we'll do, let's go over there and see if it'll climb the hill at all. The ramp or whatever it is. It's not like I don't know what the answer to this is, but I did shim the rear shock. See, it's still body Torx, which I thought some of that might be able to go away with the Injora shocks. Thinking 3 things at once. So it gets towards the top and it gets really light. Yep, she's gonna tip. And I got it in a rock crawling mode. That's why when I let go of the throttle, the brakes kick on. It's amazing. Now, I tried this before and this didn't work. It actually made it flip really easy the other way. But that worked so good last night, I'm thinking maybe that was just a weird quirk. Watch the front of it shake, because the front tires are turning faster than the rear and it's shaking the whole body. It's going to make it. Absolutely, it's going to make it. But now it sits lower. Yep. I'm looking at that TRX4 Sport, and I was just about to ride this thing down that hill. Let me tell you how that won't work. But yeah, I'm very happy with it stock suspension wise. I ordered some, like I said earlier, I got some of those towers. I may just put them on because you can even mess around with the stock stuff, but I may be able to tweak those Injoras around a little bit. They're really, really smooth. But I never had these off until I was putting those on. I'm going, dang, those things are super, super smooth. But you know, you compare the two shocks and it does feel like the Injora's a little bit smoother. I mean, it's not setting the world on fire by any means, but it's noticeable. Cool beans, man. Let's play with that old TRX4 Sport. We haven't messed with that thing in a while. I got it itching for some sport driving. Crazy the size difference between that thing. You could literally drive over the Defender. Let's see, thumb wheel on this. Oh, I couldn't find that other blue thumb wheel, and I'm tearing everything apart. I said, no, he sent me 2 of those things. I can't find the other one. Well, the throttle's really sensitive on this thing compared to that's Fusion Pro versus a little brushed Injora motor. I don't think I'm far enough over to make this deal. We'll see it. But I was going somewhere with that and lost myself. I think I'm gonna lose that front wheel. Yep, I'm losing the other one. There we go. You know, the hill braking with that thing, because it's a brushed motor, it has a lot of resistance when it's sitting still with no power. This thing will roll like it's in neutral if you turn the power off. So, you know, they'll sit there on a hill forever. Don't reach in there and turn the power off. If it's sitting on a hill, you will watch it roll away. It's just like being in neutral. This is always just a crazy fun truck. Always has been. I mean, from day one, that got me just spinning over these rock crawlers. Doug and I were talking about just how addicting these stupid things can be. If you have one, you need a whole family of them. I'm hearing some really big bangs out there. I mean, huge, deep, whoom. There's no fireworks or anything going on this time of year. You guys so far away, you probably can't even see that truck. And this one doesn't have anything in it, you know, as far as, you know, diff locks and dual speed transmission, none of that stuff's in it. And she's just, it's probably the quietest one. She's got some ponies with no weight and a Fusion Pro. I think I do. I've got one of those old miniature 3 cells in there. This is a bad boy. Wow, that thing, I reduced the reverse when Kelly rides them, because I mean, you go a little bit funky on reverse and they go crazy. Isn't that what I did with her green? No, I think I did it in Ford. I don't know what I was doing. I lost my mind and it sent it flying. This thing, despite not having any fancy stuff in it whatsoever, it just goes and goes and goes. So much fun. I go over here and we'll goof around over here for half a second. What do you think there? I'll sit my butt right on the ground here. I'll get close to you. How about that? Oh, almost tossed myself over there. Let the peeps look at you. You're a good looking old truck. This is the cheapest 10th scale crawler in the TRX4 line. I don't know what else. I think Traxxas has other things, but and she does everything perfectly. You know what you don't miss when you're driving this one? Other than the diff lock, but I don't know why this one somehow or other turns relatively okay. All the other ones that have the diff locks, I mean, they noticeably do not turn good with all the diffs all bound up. This one's perma-locked. And I've thought about getting the overdrive front end, which you can buy right from Traxxas, and it doesn't really do anything wrong. I'm sure it would handle a lot better, and I think I've even, when I was watching 912 videos about this thing, it does crawl a lot better. But look at it, it doesn't push that front end around at all. Pretty wild. Well, tonight we'll end the day off with the TRX4 Sport. Man, you want to get in these things at a decent price. I mean, you can find them on sale sometimes too. I think full bolt retail is $350, $360, somewhere around there. The best bang for the buck. And you can just beat the holy heck out of them. They just do not care. Got everything you need, comes with it. Only thing I would suggest is buy a Fusion Pro motor and either the Traxxas high torque steering servo or one of the aftermarket ones. That's it. You don't need tires, you don't need nothing else. Suspension, I went to a lighter weight oil. That's all I did. I didn't adjust anything, just the oil. And a Fusion motor, I put some skid plates and stuff on it, just piddly things, little had plastic rings up there. I bought some metal ones, just little foo-foo things. Nothing you need. Comes right out of the box. Everything you need. And can't begin to tell you how much fun you're gonna have. How much better you'll sleep at night, because it's like taking a motorcycle for a ride. It's just that little moment of freedom. Just freedom. All right. I'm gonna end it at that. Well, hello there, YouTube. Look at this. We snuck out here before it got dark.
Yeah, we done good today.
And it's not raining at the moment.
Yeah.
In fact, it's nice enough we set the girls out to run around and play out here. How about that?
Yeah, snuck them out.
Yeah. So it's a super chill day. Kelly's doing a bunch of her art projects in the house instead of on the porch. It's involving some painting stuff. So she got a little table she got all set up. It's hard for it to dry out in the moist, cool air. So you got the nice warmth and dryness of the house.
Yes.
Some Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope it looks cool.
Yeah, she's been messing with that thing all day long. I've been goofing around with my stuff. She's goofing around with her stuff.
Yep.
Good for you. Good for the soul.
It is. Very relaxing.
But on that, I guess we're going to conclude a weekend.
All right.
Seemed awfully fast.
I know. Went way too fast.
Yeah. Had fun the whole time, but fast.
Yep. Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. We'll see you in the morning.
See you then.
Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.